Hello dear viewers, Srimati Sunitidevi Singhania School is proud to present before you Prajwalan, igniting the scientific temper. On behalf of the students of grade 6, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our viewers. Evolution of machine inspired by animals. Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, and for years, humans have been using animals as inspiration from everything from fashion to architecture. And in technological terms, it is referred to as biomimicry. Unknowingly or knowingly, we certainly have referred to animals for their speed, accuracy, their special characteristics for inspiration. Taking a leaf out of nature's book, scientists have developed technologies that seek to mimic some of life's unique innovations. Well, did you know that the ever-annoying mosquitoes gave us the idea for a syringe needle? And the Velcro was just inspired from plant burrs on a furry dog's body. Scientists studied how the insect's teeth work so they can design machinery to make tiny parts for tech like smartphones. Shark skin is used on American sailing boats in the Olympics to help them move faster through the water, and so on. The dependence for inspiration shown here is just the tip of the iceberg. I would like to present the Prajwalan in the students of grade 6, demonstrating the experiments they performed to show the evolution of different machines which are inspired by animals.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my project on the topic Evolution of Machines Influenced by Animals. I am Pradhan from Standard 6C. We have many machines influenced by animals, for example, an aeroplane from a bird and a submarine from a shark. Inspired from the same innovations and observing a dog digging a ditch, I had an idea to make a digger that can dig the ground like a dog would. To make a working model, I used my spare Lego parts, which are the battery box, motor, shaft, gear wheels, another shafts, and digging claws. The batteries will power the motor. The motor will rotate a shaft. The gear wheels will convert the rotary motion of the shaft into oscillatory motion. The oscillatory motion will help the digging claws to dig the ground in the action of a dog like this. This is the action of a dog digging the ground. It is the same action of our machine. We have observed that nature has gifted all animals with the ability to make maximum result in minimum effort. In the same way, claw digger will make maximum result in minimum effort. Thank you. I sincerely thank all the teachers of Srimati Sunitidevi Singhania School.
Here's a riddle for you. A man is standing in a desert. He's thirsty, parched, and surrounded by fresh water, but he can't drink. Why? He's surrounded by rock. This isn't actually a riddle. It's a real problem. 2/3 of the people on Earth face an extreme water shortage at least 1 month a year. The Namib Desert is one of the driest places in the world. Depending on how far you are from the coast, rainfall averages about a ½ inch to 2 inches per year. Scientists have been trying to solve for years, and the solution is just a little beetle, known as the dark lake or the Namib Desert beetle. It might not look like much, but it can pull water out of thin air. When fog rolls in, the beetle climbs onto the top of a dune and fog basks, leaning down into the wind. Water droplets collect on its back and roll down to its mouth. As simple as that sounds, it's very literally like trying to catch a cloud and pin it down. The secret is in its exoskeleton. It It has micro-sized grooves or bumps on the beetle's hardened forewings, can help condense and direct water toward the darkling beetle's awaiting mouth, while a combination of hydrophilic, that is water attracting, and hydrophobic, that is water repelling areas on these structures may increase fog and dew harvesting efficiency. The combined act of raising its rear to increase contact with the air, as well as surface structure that enhance water condensation, allow the beetle to harvest water and survive in extremely arid conditions. A fog harvesting device consists of a fence-like mesh panel which attracts droplets connected to receptacles into which water drips. Fog harvesting technology consists of a single or a double-layer mesh net supported by two posts rising from the ground. I tried creating this fog harvesting device at home with limited resources available. In order to create a mesh-like structure, I used a scrubber used for cleaning dishes, water collecting trough, and sturdy structure to hold the mesh. Considering the environment we live in, it's a constraint to get condensed air or mist. Hence, I used a water sprayer instead. It is observed the mesh-like structure collects water droplets and thus it gets accumulated over a period of time. We can also experiment on different mesh designs imitating the beetle's surface to improve the efficacy of fog harvesting. In conclusion, I observed vast potential in this method of fog harvesting as a solution to the water scarcity problem knocking at our doors. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sunitidevi, studying in Standard 6C. Today I am going to show a model of plane inspired by birds. The materials required for the plane are some popsicle sticks, a toy plastic fan, a toy DC motor, battery, some copper wires, the on and off button, and some toy wheels. I have attached, so let's see the model. As you can see here, I have attached a DC motor in between the popsicle sticks. I have also attached a battery behind the DC motor. The battery and the DC motor are attached to copper wires which are connected to the on and off button. I have also attached a plastic toy fan to the DC motor. When we switch on the DC motor, because of the magnetic field inside, the attached fan rotates. As the plane is made of lightweight material which are popsicle sticks, with the help of tires attached below, it moves when the fan rotates. Birds have streamlined shapes so that when they are in flight, the air can flow on the surface smoothly. Engineers use the shape of the birds as an inspiration to model the planes. Today's my project is also an inspiration from the birds. Thank you.
The Shinkansen bullet train travels along high-speed railways throughout Japan at speeds of 240 to 320 kilometers per hour. However, when it was first designed, the high speeds caused an atmospheric pressure wave to build up in front of the train. When it would travel through tunnels, the wave would cause a loud tunnel boom at the exit, disturbing nearby residents. The engineers had to find a way for the train to travel more quickly without sacrificing speed or using more energy. The engineers looked up to nature to redesign the bullet train. They noticed how kingfisher birds are able to slice through air and dive into water to catch prey while barely making a splash. They then redesigned the front of the train to mimic the shape of the kingfisher's beak. Not only did this help to reduce noise and eliminate tunnel booms, it also allowed the train to travel 10% faster and using 15% less electricity.
Hello everybody, I am and I study in 6C of Sunitidevi Singhania School-Std. The topic given to us by our teacher was Evolution of Machine Influenced by Animal. The aim of my experiment is to make a tattoo machine using a mosquito bite technique. When a mosquito bites you, it tears the skin using a special mouth part to suck blood. As the mosquito is feeding, it injects saliva into your skin. I have used this technique for making a tattoo machine at home. For this, I have used battery, motor, switch, soldering machine, rubber band, disposable needle, toothpick, pen, wire, and a glue gun. A tattoo is a permanent body yarn. A design is made by puncturing the skin with needles and injecting inks, dyes, and pigment into the deep layers of skin. By this homemade machine, you can manually puncture the skin with a needle and inject the ink by hand. So, this pen consists of ink. This needle is attached there. This battery is connected to this motor and a switch. Now when I will on this switch, it will work like this. Thus we conclude that tattooing can be done at home, which will reduce health risks if it is done outside. Safe way is by making your own tattoo machine and making temporary tattoo which can be easily removed. Thank you, have a good day and happy tattooing.
Machines influenced by animals. I have chosen the submarine. The submarine is inspired by the aquatic animal whale. Submarine is a watercraft capable of independent operation underwater. Submarines were made to patrol ocean waters and to attack invading forces. While studying the whale, scientists had come up with the idea to invent the submarine so as to sail under the vast oceans. Through my observations and findings on the model that I have made, it is clear how whales have inspired the submarine. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Ashna Bhaiya from grade 6E. Today in this project I will be talking about how animals have inspired some of our greatest inventions, particularly about how LED lights are inspired by fireflies. Well, we all know that LED lights are these small lights which give away a great amount of light. But we know that LED lights did just not come out like that. They were inspired by fireflies to do the same thing that fireflies do, which is that they're small but still give away a great amount of light. Future studies show that scientists, after studying and observing the structure of a firefly even more, saw that from where the light comes, the part behind the back wing has a jagged structure, like this honey stirrer, which makes it give away a greater amount of light. After applying that same knowledge to LED lights, even LED lights started to give away a greater amount of light. A PhD student, Anik Bay, at the University of Nemours says that the greatest aspect of this project was that we learned how much we can learn from nature and observing it. And I truly believe in the same thing. Thank you.
Sugandhi. Donkey. The crane is inspired by the animal donkey because crane can lift heavy things and transport it to other places, which animal donkey is also used for. Cardboard, battery, scale, compass, incense stick, thread, scissors, fevicol. I made horizontal base of cardboard. Then I assembled vertical cardboards and joined it with another piece of cardboard. Third, I mounted second set of cardboards over first one. Then I created load arm using incense stick box. For support we added sparkle sticks. Then I created pulley on my cardboard assembled by using sparkler sticks and threads. Joined the load arm with my crane and joined pulley thread with the load arm. We attached the load with the load arm. We rotated the sparkler stick which caused the pulley to lift the load arm. Load arm gets lifted and as a result load attached to it also got lifted up. In this experiment, through assembly, I found that rotatory motion of sparkler stick gets changed to vertical force by the pulley that causes load arm to move up. Conclusion: I enjoyed creating working model of crane machine. I understood how machines are inspired by animals in various ways. There are some minor flaws in my model. I attached my cardboard pulley frame with my base width firmly. If it was bit loose, I could move load sideways and show more movement of load.
Hello everyone. Theme of our project is to create a model of machines that are inspired by animals. I have created the model on crane machine which is used for lifting heavy things and transporting to other places, which is the exact same thing that the animal donkey is also used for. So I can say that my crane is inspired by donkey based on its usefulness. Also, in ancient Greece, the construction crane was used to be powered by man and donkey. Now, I will show you the working model of crane that I have built. Thank you.
The aim of the presentation is to understand the evolution of tunnel boring machine. The present tunnel boring machines are copies of real earthworm. The requirements for making the model are mount board, DC motor, few cells, a fan, paints and geometry box. The present tunnel boring machine is the result of evolution of a simple mountain slicer as shown in the picture. In order to make a model, we have to first make a roll of a mount board and cut it from here at a point and stick it at a point. And at the other end, we have to put the DC motor and the fan and stick it. And we have to divide it into two halves. First half should be half part of the earthworm and the second part should be half part of the tunnel boring machine. Then, after all this coloring, we have to make a cap for the switch for the DC motor. Now our model is ready. If we compare an earthworm with a tunnel boring machine, we can observe that the cutting wheel of tunnel boring machine is similar to the prostomium part of an earthworm. Just like an earthworm ingests large amount of soil, the tunneling machine breaks the material and transfers to belt conveyor system, moving further in forward direction. This project very well depicts the fact that nature is our best teacher. It is very surprising to see the revolutionary mechanisms of animals that can inspire man in every sort of way. With this, I would like to end with a quote. Our future is in observing our nature. Thank you.
My aim in this activity is to prove that vacuum cups are inspired by octopi tentacles. Materials used in this activity are vacuum cups, clay, glue, scissors, and cardboard. Process. The process is as follows. I have used clay to show the model of the octopus. We know that octopus uses its suckers to hold on to any object, and this grip is very tight. In the same way, I have made this model to show how any heavy object or light object can be lifted with the help of suction power. In this video, we can observe that the vacuum cup sticks to specific surfaces like glass and not to rough surfaces like cardboard. Findings. We can observe or see that vacuum cups have a strong suction power. Conclusion. Thus we conclude that vacuum cups are a biomimicry of octopus tentacles. Suction power cannot be relied upon for a long duration. Even the finest dust particles or a little bit of oil can reduce the suction power of it. Heavy glass furnitures can be held in a place by the help of suction cups. Suction cups are also used to pick up heavy loads where hooks and magnets cannot be used. Example, intricate heavy glass materials. Thank you for joining me, Preeti Narayankar from class 6D.
My name is Umang Kurni. Today I am going to demonstrate the principle of suction and blower. This idea is based on an elephant trunk. An elephant uses his trunk to absorb any solid or liquid substance, for example, food article or water. Now I am going to tell you something about my project. This is my project. It is a machine that can suck any object. Now to make this project I have used a DC motor, a fan, a toggle switch, a cable and a power adapter. Now I'm going to show you how it works. Now the toggle switch is on the side of blower. So now I've switched on the adapter and henceforth you can see that the fan has started working and I'm taking near it to the bit of paper. As you can see the bit of paper getting apart from each other. Henceforth it is proved that it works as a blower. Now I'm going to change the direction of the toggle switch. So now this is suction. Now I'm going to take it near to the bits of paper. Now you can see that the bits of papers are getting absorbed. So henceforth this is proved as it works as a suction and blower. Thank you.
Some lucky animals are naturally endowed with bioluminescence or the ability to create light. The firefly, anglerfish, and a few more creatures use the ability in many ways, including survival, hunting, etc. Now let's learn more about this magical glow and how humans are trying to replicate it. The materials used are luminous or glow-in-the-dark paint. When I make a road sign on a paper with luminous paint and turn off the light, what do I see? I see that the luminous paint is glowing in the dark, just as bioluminescence works in certain organisms that glow in the dark. My observations: some animals such as fireflies, glowworms, anglerfish, a few kinds of jellyfish and mushrooms glow in the dark with the help of bioluminescence. Similarly, when the light is switched off, the luminous paint begins to glow in the dark. What do we find? Switching off the light shows that the luminous paint on the wall, just as bioluminescence does among animals and natures. What do I conclude? Bioluminescence helps animals hunt prey, find mates, and communicating with each other. One scientist actually figured out how light is formed inside the firefly. He used genetic engineering to make this light-producing energy reaction occur inside other living organisms that cannot grow. For example, he inserted this gene inside a tobacco plant and it slipped into its DNA and actually lit up in the dark when the plant grows. Bioluminescent reactions replenishable resources. That's one reason engineers are trying to develop bioluminescent trees. Just think, if planted on the side of highways, they could light up using oxygen and other freely available resources to run. Some examples which can be painted with bioluminescent paint are as follows: signs in auditoriums, theaters, or dimly lit areas, dials of watches or clocks, on traffic signs and speed breakers, signs when a blackout occurs. By limitations, limited durability, surfaces painted with luminous paint may wear off after some time and stop glowing. We need to keep reapplying them on a regular basis. My experiment. Below I have made some good signs with luminous paint, and when the light is switched off, it glows in the dark. This is similar to bioluminescence characteristic of certain living organisms.
Inspiration from nature to solve human problems is the idea behind biomimicry or biomimetics. Over time, evolution has led to some incredible developments, from the photosynthetic machinery in plants to the human body. Taking a leaf out of nature's book, scientists have developed technologies that seek to mimic some of life's unique innovations. Imitation is the most sincere of flattery, and for years, humans have been using animals as inspiration for everything from fashion to architecture. And you may be surprised by how many inventions have been truly inspired by animals.
everyone. I, Rishiza Silkar from 6E, going to speak about evolution of machines influenced by animals. Number 1 invention. Alarm clocks inspired by roosters. When you are peacefully sleeping, but suddenly your alarm clock speaks and you snooze the alarm and again sleep back. Alarm clocks wake us up in the morning, but before the alarm clocks, in ancient world, who used to wake us up? If you think it is this, then you are right. Yes, before the alarm clocks and water clocks, roosters used to wake us up approximately at 5. But there is one more question. How do roosters wake up so early? That is because of the sunrise and the presence of daylight. Once the light of the sun hits the cage of the roosters will know that it's morning already. Then they start to crow to say, "Good morning, everyone." But some people wanted to wake before 5 or after 5. But we can obviously don't tell the roosters that crow at 7 or 4 or any other time. So one man named Levi Hutchins created alarm, but only for his personal use. Process of alarm clocks. How do alarm clocks work? Most alarm clocks feature a couple of metal bells atop the fixture and a small hammer between them. Now, for example, you have set alarm for 6 am. So when your hand reaches the point at which the alarm hand is set, the spring is stripped and the stress is released, allowing the bell hammer to vibrate against the sides of the bell, creating a loud noise and waking you up. Nowadays, alarms can be set in smartphones, laptops, smartwatches, etc. Fun fact about alarm clocks. There is a new alarm clock which is called carpet alarm clock, which forces you to literally wake you up from the bed and stop the alarm.
My objective of making this project is to perform experiments on a simple machine which is inspired by animals. Here I had made a steamboat which is inspired by the way ducks swim. I had a toy boat. I cut small part and inserted 2 small iron straws and glued it on the boat. So when the heat is applied, water evaporates which produces steam. The expanding steam is pushed out of the iron straws, pushing the boat ahead. So how is this inspired by duck? The answer is easy. While swimming, ducks use their webbed feet to provide more surface to push against the water. Here, the steam pushes the water, pushing the boat ahead.
The robotic arm is my experiment for the topic Evolution of Machines Influenced by Animals. An elephant's trunk served as an inspiration for a robotic arm. The materials used for it are cardboard, fevicol, thread, scissors, masking tape and straws. It is used to lift objects like throwing garbage in the dustbin. It is a perfect social distancing tool. Thank you.
Aim to make and demonstrate the use of robotic arm using cardboard. Materials: cardboard, thread, sellotape, fevicol, scissors and straws. Process: place the hand onto a cardboard. Cut the straws into 1 cm pieces. Using fevicol, attach the straw pieces to the hand. Take another rectangular cardboard of suitable dimension and stick it at the part where the hand ends with the help of fevicol. Make 2 bands of cardboard and attach one band at the base of palm and the another in the lower end of the hand. Tie 1 cm pieces of toothpick at the end of each thread. Use thread to connect and pull. Observation: an elephant's trunk served as an inspiration for the design of robotic arm. The cardboard robotic arm is used to pick up lightweight items. It also can carry the items from one place to another. It can pick up trash and put it in the dustbin. Working of the robotic arm. Findings. Some of the things I found is that it needs great precision to make a cardboard robotic arm so that it performs what it is designed for. The arm has to be sturdy and the materials used has to be of good quality. Conclusion: I have enjoyed making the robotic arm unit. Not only did I apply maths and science to this project, but also learned the importance of safety while doing this. I can conclude that robotic field is promising. The ultimate goal is to serve mankind. Limitations: robotic arm lacks feelings. They are expensive. They need to be handled carefully to make it more safe. Extension of the experiment. It is a perfect social distancing tool. In the pandemic times like COVID-19, when social distancing is the norm to save lives, the robotic arm is of great help.
Thank you so much everyone for this marvelous performance. Really, animals are our inspiration to develop technology which serves as a boon in the development of the mankind.